Hello everybody, and welcome to my October reading bullet journal setup video. So I decided to do a spooky time theme appropriate for October. I kind of based it off of some washi tape that I have. So I use black and gray kind of throughout the whole spread, and then I also use some peachy colors and also some pink colors throughout the spread as well, and I'm doing like moons and pumpkins, kind of similar to the washi tape that I use throughout these spreads. So that is sort of the theme throughout the whole spread, throughout the whole month, and this is what the title page ended up looking like. So that is the title page, and that's what it ended up looking like. So now we're moving on to my monthly calendar page. So I just set this up like I normally do. I will have my YouTube and Instagram trackers on the side, as well as my key for keeping track of videos throughout the month. I also decided to keep going with the moon and pumpkin theme. The same colors are involved, and that is what the calendar page ends up looking like. So I am just adding some of the washi tape that I based these spreads off of. I figured if I'm basing my spreads and my doodles off of these washi tapes, I should use them somewhere in the spreads. So I decided to use them at the top of the bottom, and they do make appearances throughout the rest of these spreads, but that is the calendar page done. So we're now moving on to my next spreads, which are my books read and pages read spreads. So the right side of this spread will be all of the books that I read throughout the month, just a way to kind of keep track of everything and my star ratings for them. And then the right side will be the pages that I read per day. I like to keep track of how many pages I read per day. I find that it kind of helps motivate me to actually read every day. is about the time where I realized I wrote books read instead of pages read. So luckily I had some spare bullet journal paper from my Stranger Things spread, my read-a-thon spread for the Stranger Things read-a-thon. I did one of those like Dutch door things, so I cut out a piece of the page. So I just wrote pages read on that extra piece of paper and covered that mistake. I think I just sometimes get in the zone when I'm writing in cursive. I just like forget when I'm supposed to actually be writing. I do make another mistake later on in this video, so yeah, I don't know what happens when I'm writing cursive. I just forget what I'm actually writing, but it was easily coverable, so that is all set now, and I'm just gonna continue doing my pages read spread. So now we are on to the next page. So this page I'm doing a habit tracker and also adding something new this month. I decided since I'm tracking a lot less things, I only have 6 habits that I'm tracking, I don't need to use a whole page for it, and I decided to try out a mood tracker. So I decided to put the mood tracker below all the habits that I track because I just found space for it there. And I'm excited to see how that works for me. I've never had a mood tracker before, so I'm interested to see if I use it, if I like it, if it's something that I will continue to use. But I figured the bottom of the habit tracker spread will be a perfect space for a mood tracker, so I'm excited to use that this month. So for my mood tracker, I decided to draw 31 pumpkins, and I will just fill in the pumpkins every day depending on how I felt that day, and I have a little key on the bottom. My camera does unfortunately cut out while I'm drawing all the pumpkins, but there was a lot of pumpkins drawn, so you really don't need to watch me do all of them anyways, but that is what I decided to do for my mood tracker. Now on the right side of the page, I'm doing my monthly favorites spread. So I just kind of decided to do this box thing like I did sort of on the title page, and I drew another pumpkin and a moon and just kind of separated the different things throughout that box. I feel like it kind of matched up with the title page like I said. So that is my monthly favorites page. I'll just fill that out throughout the month with anything that I loved that month in October. So yeah, that is that page done. So now we are moving on to my weekly spread. So I made 6 boxes. 5 boxes will be just breaking up the weeks and everything I need to do in those weeks. And then my 6th box will just be for any notes, anything that I generally need to do throughout the month, anything that I want to remember to do throughout the month, I will put in that box. But I just keep the weeks separated by these boxes and everything that I need to do. So I decided to go in and add some moons and some pumpkins to kind of add to these spaces just so that it wasn't so plain looking. I wanted to do them kind of in the corners of the boxes, but then I drew all the lines for them and forgot that that's what I wanted to do. So I just added them inside the boxes. I don't think I will use all of the space in the boxes anyway, so they won't get in my way. But now we are moving on to a read-a-thon spread. So this is for the Trick or to read-a-thon that I am hosting with a bunch of my friends. This is where I do make another mistake. I'm going to apologize in advance to my friend Connor. For some reason, when I was writing his name in cursive, I spelt it with an ER at the end instead of OR, and I realized while I was doing it that I did it wrong, and I just went back and fixed it. So I'm sorry, Connor, if you're watching this. I know how to spell your name. I just forget how to write when I'm writing in cursive, apparently. But in case you are curious about this readathon, I will have my announcement video up in the cards as well as linked below in the description of this video. Basically, it's a month-long readathon where we created prompts based off of different creatures, and it's going to be very chill, but we just wanted to kind of encourage people to read some spooky books in October. And I'm just really excited to host this readathon with my friends. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do some things throughout the month as well, and it's just going to be a lot of fun and very spooky. So that is the end of my October journal with me. Here's what all of the spreads ended up looking like. I would love to know down in the comments below what you guys did for your bullet journal theme for October. Is it spooky? Is it more subtle? I would love to know. Does it have anything to do with Halloween? I would just love to know what you guys did for October. But that is going to complete this journal with me video, so don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.